Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Elite Academy. So today we will be taking one question, and the question was again it was asked recently in one of the exam conducted by UPSC. So the question is, which one of the following statements with regard to historical importance of Kushinagar is correct? Option A is Siddharth Gautam's great departure took place here and he became an ascetic, a Shraman. So it was, if you know the answer, his birthplace was Lumbini, and Kapilvastu is the place from where he took the great departure because his kingdom was there, his father's kingdom was there. Second, B option B is Siddharth Gautam obtained his enlightenment here and he became Buddha. That this is both here, we already know. Buddha gave his first sermon known as Dharma Chakra Parivartan Sutra. So we know this place, this is Sarnath, where he gave the first sermon. Buddha passed away here, which is known as Mahaparinirvana. So this is the right answer. And this event where he left his body, the physical body, and while meditating, he left the body. So this stage is known as, or this kriya, or this act is called as Mahaparinirvana. We will discuss in detail. So basically, two things we have to discuss is about through this question is that one is about Kushinagar and other events like Mahaparinirvana, Nirvana. What is the meaning of that? Okay. Why Kushinagar was in news? Kushinagar was in news because first, before we see, let's have a look. Where is Kushinagar located? So Kushinagar is located. This is map of Uttar Pradesh. Kushinagar is located in eastern part of Uttar Pradesh. As you can see, there is a symbol of flight. So it was in news because Kushinagar was announced and it has been inaugurated as international airport on 20th October 2021. And inaugural flight from Colombo landed here, whose passengers included a group of respected monks. Today, Kushinagar, which is identified with Kushinagara, that is capital, it was a capital of ancient Malla Republic. So Malla Republic was there and it was one of the 16 Mahajanpadas in this 6th to 4th century BC. Okay, so what we are calling as Kushinagar today, it can be identified as a Kushinagara in the 6th to 4th century BC when it was capital of Mal Republic. Okay, so on the map further you can relate it with the places like this. Kushinagar is here, then we have Gorakhpur, then we have Devariya. So Devariya is my district. So Kushinagar being my neighboring district, I have been visiting Kushinagar, Gautam Buddha's stupa and the statue there since childhood. So today it is a very nostalgic moment for me that I'm discussing something about my neighboring district, my area, my region. So indeed a proud feeling as well. I'm able to correlate. So hope those who have visited Kushinagar, you can also correlate. So the area, the Kushinagar, earlier it was under the capital of Malla Republic, which was one of the 16 Mahajanpadas. Further, the area went on to become the part of kingdoms like Maurya, Shungas, Kushanas, Guptas, Harshvardhans, and Palas. So Kushinagara is believed to be, it is believed that it was inhabited until at least 12th century. Okay, and this became prominent after the excavations which were carried out by Alexander Cunningham, and who unearthed the main stupa and the 6-meter long statue of Reclining Buddha. So it is somewhere around 1876. And here we have a reclining Buddha, 6-meter long reclining Buddha, having the gold layer. So this is very prominent depiction of Buddha in reclining form. It is one of the Kushinagar is among the very few places in India where the Buddha is depicted in reclining form. And Kushinagar, where Buddha actually attained Mahaparinirvana, or we can say Parinirvana. So these are the words Parinirvana and Mahaparinirvana are interchangeably used. So basically Nirvana is when Buddha got the enlightenment phase. So today also we say, casually we tell our friends that Nirvana mil gaya. So the idea is that I have got enlightenment, I have got the awareness about it. So it is Nirvana means getting awareness about anything. Like Buddha got the Nirvana, he got enlightened when he got to know about the miseries, how to get rid of these problems or desires. So that is called Nirvana. So this is during the lifetime itself. Parinirvana is basically the stage when our soul is losing our body, and it is going out of our body. Basically, the Parinirvana is when the enlightened people, they leave the body. It is believed that they are already enlightened and they are leaving this body. It means that they are going out of this cycle of birth and rebirth. Okay, so life and death, this cycle they have broken, and they have got something above Nirvana, that is Parinirvana. Mahaparinirvana is a word which is used for Gautam Buddha because he was such a soul. He died at the age of 80 years, and such enlightened souls, when they die, then we use, generally in case of Buddha only, we use Mahaparinirvana. Otherwise we call Parinirvana, that enlightened souls, they have left the body and they have come out of this cycle of birth and rebirth. Okay, so based on karma, people will be like, they will be reborn. So Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist people also believe in the philosophy of karma. So it is believed that the enlightened souls who have attained Nirvana, who are enlightened souls, so if they are leaving body, that is Parinirvana. So it means that they have broken the cycle of birth and rebirth. Now they are free from this cycle. Okay, but in case of Buddha, it is known as Parinirvana, Mahaparinirvana. Also, there is another meaning which we find on internet is Nirvana is enlightenment, Parinirvana is when soul is leaving the body, and Mahaparinirvana is when the soul is reaching the ultimate bliss. You can say, according to Hindu philosophy, when the soul is getting united with the soul of Paramatma or the God, means again it is not coming back on the earth, or it is not going back into another body for rebirth. So that is called Mahaparinirvana. So however, I don't think that UPSC is going to ask in that depth, because as we have seen the question on the screen, the question was that Kushinagara highlights what? So it is famous because it is one of the place where Gautam Buddha got Mahaparinirvana. So just for your understanding, and one of my students had asked this question, so that's why I'm discussing in detail. But generally we know Nirvana, enlightenment, and Parinirvana or Mahaparinirvana interchangeably as that, okay, now the enlightened soul has left the body and they are out of this cycle of birth and rebirth. So this statue which you are seeing is the 6-meter long red sandstone monolith statue of reclining Buddha inside the Parinirvana stupa. So this is made up of red sandstone. Remember it, because since it was in news, anything can be asked. We don't know what UPSC is going to ask. It is a monolith, and this is believed that this was made during Gupta period. So it is around somewhere 600 AD. Okay. And here we have the stupa which was excavated in Kushinagara. So whenever you are visiting next time, do visit Kushinagara and also visit my district. Okay. Now let's discuss some other information related to Buddhism. Okay. So here you can see a map. The Buddhism, already it was very famous. It is very famous in India, and among tourist people also. The Buddhist tourists are there from neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, Japan. It is very famous. But in 2016, Ministry of Tourism has announced Buddhist Circuit. They have announced the Buddhist Circuit as the country's first transnational tourism circuit, covering sites in Nepal, Sri Lanka, alongside those in India. So here we have first Lumbini. So Gautam Buddha was born as Prince Siddhartha Gautam in 563 BC in Lumbini, and he lived until the age of 29 with his parents in Shakya capital Kapilvastu. So it was the capital of his kingdom. Okay. Next we have that he left his kingdom, he left this Kapilvastu, and he was searching truth. He was behind truth, and he got enlightenment. He attained enlightenment under Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya. So it is also one of the place in the circuit. And he gave his first sermon at Sarnath near Varanasi. He taught in the area around Rajgir. So he taught a lot of things, people, he gave preaching. So he taught around Rajgir, where he was built a forest monastery by King Bimbisara of Magad Empire. Okay, and he lived the largest part of his life as Buddha in Shravasti. So here it is, Shravasti is in Uttar Pradesh. And he delivered his last sermon at Vaishali. So here we have Vaishali in Bihar. Okay, and he left his body, or he attained Mahaparinirvana in Kushinagar. So here we have Kushinagar. That's why these places are important, because they have been included under the Buddhist Circuit announced by Ministry of Tourism in 2016. So this is another information which you should know. Now we will discuss in detail about Reclining Buddha. So reclining Buddha was in news because India's largest reclining statue of Lord Buddha is being built in Bodh Gaya. So here the image which you can see on the screen is that reclining statue of Buddha which is being placed in Bodh Gaya. So it is being built by Buddha International Welfare Mission. The statue will be 100 feet long and 30 feet high. Lord Buddha is here being shown as in sleeping posture in the statue. And basically the ideal of Lord Buddha is in Mahaparinirvana mudra, which is of great importance in Buddhism. As I told you that before Mahaparinirvana in Kushinagar, Lord Buddha preached to his disciple in this posture. So that's why this posture becomes very important, because this was the last posture before he left, his soul left the body. This was the last posture through in which he was basically he was ill and he was lying, and he gave his last sermon, or his last words were in this posture. That's why it becomes very important, and it is being established in Bodh Gaya because Bodh Gaya is the place of enlightenment of Lord Buddha. So the ideal is being built here. Okay. So the historians, they say that just before attaining Mahaparinirvana in Kushinagar, Buddha recited his last words while lying on a throne, and as a result, Buddhist people give lot of importance to reclining Buddha. Okay, the first depicted, so reclining Buddha in Kushinagar we have seen, it is like this. It is made up of red sandstone. Okay, yes, hope you guys remember. I have mentioned it, hope you guys can recall. So it is a 6-meter long red sandstone monolith statue. So remember this one information, because sometimes UPSC has habit of giving match the following, that okay, which statue is made up of what. So UPSC does that. Okay. The figure of reclining Buddha was first depicted in Gandhara art here during somewhere between 50 BC to 75 BC. And during that time, Kushans were ruling, and between the 1st and 5th century CE. So reclining Buddha statue shows here Buddha lying on his right side with his head resting on a cushion or his right elbow. And the image also expresses the message that all living beings, yes, so there is a philosophical meaning as well of reclining Buddha. The philosophical meaning is that all living beings have the potential to become awakened and to be released from the cycle of death and rebirth. Okay, so this is the philosophical meaning. So Mahaparinirvana of Buddha is supposed to be very important. Why? It is not simply because it was a demise and he last words was said by Buddha in this posture. It is also because after this there is no rebirth for him. So it is his final going away. It is like ultimate bliss for him. So cave number 26 of UNESCO World Heritage Site Ajanta contains this 24-foot long and 9-foot tall sculpture of reclining Buddha. And this is also especially this statue which is being shown on the screen. It was believed that it was carved somewhere in 5th century AD. But the first one which I told, that first reclining Buddha's depiction is from Kushan period. Okay, so these are the first few information related to reclining Buddha. Okay. Okay, when we are talking about reclining Buddha, we should also know that there are different depiction of Buddha in different postures. So at Mahabodhi temple, the Buddha is in a sitting position, that is Bhoomi Sparsh Mudra, where his hand is pointing towards the ground. As you can see, it has been highlighted in blue circle. His hand is pointing towards the ground. It symbolizes that the earth is being a witness to his enlightenment. Also at Sarnath, the image on the left hand side, Where the Buddha gave his first sermon, the stone statue has a hand gesture called Dharma Chakra Mudra. So here you can see, as I have highlighted in yellow circle, it signifies preaching. This is also most popular depiction in India along with the Bodhi tree depiction. So this way Buddha has been shown in sitting position, that is the most common depiction, and it is sitting position is believed to be teaching or meditating position. Okay. And the standing Buddha signifies rising to teach after reaching Nirvana. Walking Buddha has been also depicted. So walking Buddha is either beginning his journey towards enlightenment or returning after giving a sermon. So this is like how Buddha has been shown in different forms, different positions. So these are the important information which we should know. Other than this, we have another information. Let's have a look. So also we have death anniversary of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, which falls on 6th December. 6th December is also called as Mahaparinirvana Diwas. On this day, each year, millions of people throng to Dr. Ambedkar's Samadhi in Mumbai, which is called as Chaitya Bhoomi. Yes, so Modi ji also visited recently, that's why I am mentioning it. To pay respect to the father of Indian Constitution. Okay, so Mahaparinirvana Divas is or day is the death anniversary of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. It is nowhere related to Gautam Buddha, and it has also significance because this was like Gautam Buddha ultimately, Dr. Baba Saheb, Dr. Ambedkar finally adopted Buddhism. Okay, but according to Buddhist text, Mahaparinirvana Sutta, it considers the death of Lord Buddha at the age of 80 as the original Mahaparinirvana. So remember this. So we through this video we have discussed a lot of information about Kushinagara, Reclining Buddha, and then Kushinagara's evolution, Buddhist Circuit, different form, different mudras, and finally about the Mahaparinirvana day. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like this, we will meet tomorrow in another video. Take care and study well. Bye bye.